Welcome back to my channel, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so delighted to welcome you once again to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the pullback and breakout of a trend line. Trendline pullback and breakout. Most of you know the importance of trend line, and trend line is used during a trending market. So with the help of a trend line, we can be able to know the directional movement of the market. So in this video, you are going to learn the trend line pullback and breakout strategy. So this is a simple strategy that anybody can master. So what you need is just a single line, a trend line, right? So it depends on the directional movement of the market. If the market is in an uptrend, then you can use a trend line to connect the lows. But if the market is in a downtrend, then you can use the trend line to connect the highs, right? So what you are looking at is pullback and breakout, right? So when the market is in an uptrend, the trend line will act as what? As a support level, right? No matter the distance that the market travel to, it will definitely come to the trend line to receive support. And if the market is in a down move, in a downtrend, then the trend line can act as what? As a resistance level. So no matter the distance that the market travel to, it will definitely come back to the trend line and make what? A retest before the down move continues. So what you should be looking at is whenever price comes to the trend line and then bounce off, you take an action. Then another strategy is the breakout. So the breakout is when price breaks above or below a trend line and then comes back and retests the trend line. Then you know that a breakout has confirmed. A breakout has been confirmed. But have it at the back of your mind that sometimes when a trend line breaks out, when price breaks out from a trend line, sometimes it doesn't come back to retest the trend line, right? So if you truly want to catch the breakout, you have to take action immediately the breakout has been confirmed. That is, once the price has closed above or below the trend line. So this is not going to be theoretical. I'm going to head straight and show you an example of what I'm talking about so that you will understand how to use the trend line whenever you are trading the forex market. So if you look clearly on this picture, right, this is what we call a trend line. This blue line is what we call a trend line. So you look at the market and see whether the market is going up or going down. Now if you watch, you see that the market is in an uptrend, right, making higher high and higher low, higher high and higher low. So this is a confirmation that the market is in an uptrend. So you simply use a trend line and connect the lows, right? So this blue line is a trend line. You use it to connect the lows, right? So for the fact that the price is still respecting the trend line, then you know that the uptrend is still in progress. That is why whenever price comes to the trend line, it gets rejected, right? Whenever price comes to the trend line, it gets rejected. So where should be your entry? You should be looking at the trend line to buy. So you need only two confirmation of a trend line, right? Once you connect first low and second low, you can now extend it to the future, right? So each time price makes a pullback to the trend line, you take a buy trade. Each time price makes a pullback to the trend line, you take a buy trade, right? And each time price makes a pullback to the trend line, you take a buy trade. So this is how you are going to be trading until there is a breakout. Now you can clearly see a breakout. The price breaks below the trend line, right? So this is what we call a breakout of a trend line. So once price breaks below the trend line, you know that the trend have changed from an uptrend to a downtrend. So what you do is you now start selling. So once this trend line has been confirmed, you place a sell trade and your stop loss will be above the trend line. But once the trend line is still in progress, once price has not broken below the trend line, you can still use this place as what? As your stop loss. right? Because you know that if price breaks below the trend line, the market structure has been invalidated. If price makes a pullback to the trend line, you place a buy trade and your stop loss must be below the trend line. So each time price makes a pullback to the trend line, your stop loss must be below the trend line. So the reason why your stop loss is below the trend line is in case price breaks below the trend line and hit your stop loss, you know that the trend have changed direction, just like what happened here. You can clearly see that the price breaks below the trend line and closes below the trend line. Have it at the back of your mind that sometimes price can break below the trend line and ends up in a wick. So if price breaks below the trend line and ends up in a wick, that means that the uptrend is still in progress, because that wick is a confirmation of rejection, which means that there's a rejection. So once price breaks below the trend line and ends up in a wick, that is hammer, that is what we call a rejection. So the uptrend continues. So when a trend line breakout is confirmed is when price breaks below the trend line and closes below the trend line. You can clearly see that the body of this long red candle closes below the trend line. So this confirms a breakout. So if you're able to catch this breakout, you'll be able to ride this massive trend. So this is how you trade the trend line pullback and breakout. Let me show you another example. This another example, you can clearly see that the market is going down, making lower high and lower low, lower high and lower low, lower high and lower low. So now the market is clearly in a down move. So you use a trend line and connect the highs. So this red line is what we call a trend line. So use it to connect the highs. So each time price makes a pullback to the trend line, you take a sell trade and your stop loss must be above the trend line. And each time price makes a pullback again to the trend line, you take a sell trade and your stop loss must be above the trend line. So the reason is, in case price breaks above the trend line and hit your stop loss, you know that the trend have changed from a downtrend to an uptrend. So if you watch clearly here, you will see that the price finally broke above the trend line and closes above the trend line. So this is the candlestick that confirms the breakout. So once you see this breakout, know that the trend have changed from a down move to an up move. So you simply wait for this trend line to close and you then do what? You place a buy trade. And once you place a buy trade, make sure that your stop loss is below the trend line, right? So if you're able to catch this breakout, you'll be able to ride this massive trend. You can see how long the trend is, right? So this confirms that a trend line has broken. So if you watch before, you see that each time price comes to the trend line, it gets rejected. Each time price comes to the trend line, it gets rejected, and each time price comes to the trend line, it gets rejected. So finally the price broke above the trend line, and what happened? A new uptrend begins, right? So this is what we call a bullish pin bar. This is also a confirmation that the uptrend is going to be strong. So once you see this, right, once you see this, because once you see this is a confirmation that the uptrend is going to be very strong, right? So if you were not able to catch this move, you can still catch this pullback here, right? You can see that the price went up, then comes back here to test the trend line before the move continue. So if you are unable to catch this, you can still catch this, right? So this is what we call a trend line breakout and pullback. So this is another example. This is clearly an uptrend, right? And this red line is what we call a trend line. So since the market is in an uptrend, use the trend line to connect the lows, right? So you can clearly see that the price is always testing the trend line. Each time the price comes to the trend line, it gets rejected. Each time price comes to the trend line, it gets rejected. So in this process, the trend line is now acting as what? As a support level, because the market is clearly in an uptrend. So what you're expected to do is you have to exercise patience and wait for the price to make a pullback to the trend line for you to place a buy trade, right? So each time price makes a pullback to the trend line, you simply place a buy trade, right? So once the price makes a pullback here, your buy trade should be here and your stop loss should be below the trend line. right? And you'll be able to ride this trend. And if the price makes a pullback again to the trend line, you can still place another buy trade. Your stop loss will be below the trend line. The same thing here. Price makes a pullback to the trend line, you place a buy trade and your stop loss will be below the trend line. The same thing here. Place a buy trade, your stop loss below the trend line. The same thing here. Place a buy trade and your stop loss will be below the trend line. So it now depends the type of trader you are. Are you a trend follower, or are you a trader that has a specific take profit target? So if you are a trader that focus on trend following, you can still hold on to your trade until there is a breakout. So a breakout will confirm a change of trend. So if you are a trend follower and you enter your buy trade here and your stop loss here, you can simply hold on to your trade until there is a breakout. So a breakout confirms that the trend have changed direction. So here you will see that the price finally broke below the trend line and closes below the trend line. So this is a confirmation that the trend have changed direction. And like I said, sometimes when price breaks below the trend line, it will come back to retest the trend line before the new trend begins. And sometimes when the price breaks below the trend line, it will not retest, right? So that is how the market behaves. Sometimes it retests, sometimes it doesn't retest, right? So if, let's assume that you are the type of trader that is always waiting for a retest, right? And maybe the time that the price broke below the trend line, the price refuses to retest and you are waiting for it to come and retest. Honestly speaking, you are going to miss this move. So what you should do is, as the price breaks below, you place a sell trade immediately and then place a pending sell order at the trend line, so that in case if price breaks below, right, and then comes back, right, to test the trend line, it can still trigger your entry. So it means that you're able to catch this and you're able to catch this, so that in case the reason why you're placing a sell trade at the breakout is in case price does not come back to retest the trend line, you know that you are still in the trade. So if in case price comes back to retest the trend line, you still have a pending sell order here, and the price will automatically trigger the pending sell order. And make sure that your stop loss will always be above the trend line once a breakout occurs. So this is how you trade the forex market using the trendline pullback and breakout strategy. So this is the last example I'm going to show you. So if you watch clearly, you see that the market is in an uptrend, right? The market is in an uptrend and the trend line is acting as what? As a support level. So you simply connect the trend line at the lows of the market and then watch and see what will happen. Each time the price comes to the trend line, it gets rejected. Each time price comes to the trend line, it gets rejected. Each time price comes to the trend line, it gets rejected. So in this process, the trend line becomes an area of value. So this is a place where you are expected to place a trade. So once the price makes a pullback to the trend line, you take a buy trade and your stop loss must be below the trend line. And each time price makes a pullback to the trend line, you take a buy trade and your stop loss must be below the trend line, right? So this is how you trade the forex market using the trend line pullback and breakout. So that is all I have for you in today's video. I hope you love this video. If you do, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to backtest this strategy on your demo account. Make sure you backtest it thoroughly on a demo account, right? And if you are comfortable that the strategy is working, you can now implement it on a real account. Now before that, let me show you a live account, a live chart for you to understand the power of trendline breakout, right? This is good. This is the 1 hour time frame, right? This is good. This is the 1 hour time frame. So you can clearly see the trend line, right? Look carefully. This is the trend line I'm talking about, right? This is 1 hour time frame and this is good. This is trending view. So this is what I'm talking about. You see the trend line? This orange line is the trend line. So you see that each time price comes to this line, it gets rejected. Each time price comes to this trend line, it gets rejected. Each time price comes to this trend line, it gets rejected. And each time price comes to this trend line, it gets rejected. And then what happened? Price finally broke below the trend line. So you can clearly see that the price refuses to come back to retest the trend line. It broke the trend line and then continued going down. So now if you're the type of trader that is waiting for the price to make a retest you will be able to, in fact you will miss this move. Just like I said, once the breakout occur, place a sell trade immediately, and then you can place a pending sell order at the trend line, so that in case price reverse to test the trend line, it can still trigger your pending order, instead of waiting for price to make a pullback before you place a trade. Honestly speaking, you might be disappointed if the price refuses to make a pullback to the trend line, if the price refuses to retest the trend line. So that is why it is advisable that you take action immediately that the trend line is broken. So you see that the price has been respecting the trend line until it broke below the trend line and a down move begins. So clearly here you can see that this is an up move. Before it was a downtrend, and when the price got here, a new uptrend begins, and this is a new uptrend. So you can see that whenever the price goes up, it comes down and tests the trend line, goes up again, comes back here, tests the trend line, goes up, comes back and tests the trend line. So at the end, what happened? The price finally broke below the trend line, right? The price finally broke below the trend line. So this is how you trade the forex market, right? So with this live example, I believe you have understood how the trend line works. So ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have for you in today's video. I hope you love this video. If you do, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more educative content like this, and also don't forget to turn on the notification icon to be the first to be notified whenever I publish new content. I will see you again in my next update. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.